Hello. In the previous video, I did the commissioning of the Servo-Drive with Festo Automation Suite. Today, I will be using the Festo PLC to control the Servo-Drive using Codesys and Modbus. For this video, I use the following software and components. During the commissioning, I did some manual movements. For my application, I need the motor to rotate at 20 RPMs. I will use a record table to save this speed in the Servo-Drive. I go to record table, add record set, motion task, velocity, and in target velocity I write 20. By clicking on execute, the motor rotates with a speed of 20 RPMs. And I will also add another record set with a target velocity of 60. Apply. By clicking on execute, the motor now rotates with a speed of 60 RPMs. The PLC will basically do the same. Send the record number, 1 or 2, and a start signal. I will now configure the field bus. I go to field bus, configuration, and select Modbus. I assign the IP address of this device, 420, and I go to Profiles, Profit Drive, Telegram, and select the Telegram 111. I click on Disconnect and save. Now I'm done with the parameters of the Servo-Drive. I'll now continue with the PLC. I will go now to Codesys and create a new project. I select the PLC, which is the CPX-E, and give a name to the project. I select the PLC type, click OK. I will now connect my computer to the PLC. And the PLC to my Servo-Drive. Now I double click on the device and go to Communication Settings. And scan the network for devices. The PLC was found and I double click on it in order to activate the network path. Since I want to use Modbus, I need to add an Ethernet device. I do that by right-clicking on Device, Add Device, and select an Ethernet adapter. Additionally, I need a Modbus TCP master. And a Modbus TCP slave. Okay. Now I need to configure the parameters of my Ethernet device. I click on Ethernet, General, and I choose the PLC connected to my network, which in this case is this one. Okay. On the Modbus TCP master, I click on the Auto Reconnect option. This is normally recommended. And on the Modbus TCP slave, I assign the slave IP address 420. This is the address that I previously assigned in the Festo automation suite. Okay. Now I have to add a channel. I go to Modbus slave channel and click on Add Channel. I choose the function code 23, offset register 100, length 12 words, write register offset 0, length 12 words. If you want to know why I chose these values, just go to the manual of Servo-Drive. You will find this. The PLC has now access to the Servo-Drive and can manually activate the bit or byte that I want. If I go to Modbus slave IO-Mapping, I see the following. To start the motor, I only need 3 of the 12 output words of the telegram 111. Word 0, 1, and 4. You can find the meaning of each word in the manual of the Servo-Drive. I'm going to write the name in these words. In the word override, I'm going to write a default value of 16384, which corresponds to 100% of the override. Pos STW1 is the position record selection, or the traversing block selection, which in my case is 1 or 2. Within the word STW1, I'm going to pause the video and write the names of the bits that I need to start the motor. You can find this also in the manual. By default, I need to set some bits that need to be true in order for the drive to be ready. For example, PLC control and these others. So now I'm done. And I will now connect to the PLC and see if it works. I click on Start. So I'm now connected and everything's green. This symbol has to be green, otherwise there's no communication of or Modbus and nothing will work. So these are the signals that I already activated. I only need to enable the drive with this bit, and this is the record number 1, and I'll just click on execute or activate. And now my motor is running. The velocity is 20 RPMs. And everything looks fine. I'm gonna deselect this execute and set the record set number 2. I click on activate again, and the motor will rotate 60 revolutions per minute. So a little bit faster. Otherwise it's a little bit boring. I must say that I didn't program anything because I wanted to keep this part simple. However, if you're interested in function blocks and a small visualization, you can go to the Festo website and download the library for Modbus with function blocks and small visualization. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I'll see you soon. Goodbye.